Hello, welcome to the second part video. I hope you have a chance to look at the first 2-minute video. As I stated, I will talk about how I train the YOLO to recognize stop sign. So the first thing you need to do is to allow an EC2 GPU type to train. I recommend the P2X large. Is by far is the best bang for the buck, and most of the time it's between 15 cents to 23 cents per hour on spot price. And this command you use to launch the cluster with this JSON file as well. We can look next. So the most important attribute I want to point out is the spot price, which you should put on the main price, 90 cents in this case for P2X large, and you should specify stop and maintain. What it does is if the spot price is higher than your bid price, in this case 90 cents, it automatically stop your machine and leave your machine in that state until the price drop below 90 cents. Then it will restore your machine again, and you continue without losing any data. Another thing I recommend is using AWS Deep Learning AMI Ubuntu. It maintains monthly and it have all the deep learning tool and framework, so you don't have to install anything. Save a lot of time. Okay, I assume you have launched it, and after launch it, you need to install X window on the Ubuntu using this command. And on the Mac laptop, install X window from X squad. What it does, it allows you to do is to allow display back to your screen. For example, like this one, you can run X terminal, and it will show the X term on your screen like this. There we go. And makes the development easier. So after you've done that, next thing you want to do is get the code from either from the GitHub or the zip file. So once you cloned it, the first thing you need to do is to build it by editing a make file. So here's the make file, and you want to change tell them you have GPU and you have NVIDIA using CUDA and using OpenCV, so we'll display the result of when you do prediction, like the 2-minute video you saw, and just type make, and that'll be it. So after you build the darknet tool or YOLO, you have to do labeling the training data. I will put data on the stop sign on the image 003. It's already there. Let me show you where it is. It's already preloaded, and all you have to do is label it. So this tool is running on Python 2, so you need to activate the Python 2 environment, which comes with the Deep Learning AMI. You don't have to do anything, and install this. And you go in there and you run the tool. CP. There we go. Got the advantage to have X window. Now you see it pop in your screen. You point out your stop sign is in the 003 directory over here. Okay, and you say load it. go. So I relabel the first one. Make sure you label carefully because this step is very important for prediction phase. So after you start, you label them all. Then we move on to the next step. As you label them, what it does is it write out the text file contain the coordinate, which we need to convert it to darknet format, which I'm going to talk about next. Okay, so you run the convert tool, and you need to update the parameter. I already done it for you, but you need to be aware and you need to configure this properly. What it does after you run that tool, and it will produce out a normalized version of the stop sign. It looks like this. Everything is between 0 and 1 for X, Y, width and height. Okay, and after that, we need to build the data and train validate data set. And just follow the instruction. By default, is 90% used for train and 10% for test. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is create configuration file to tell .NET what parameter to use. So you need to make a copy of this YOLO VOC 2.0. Let's go with this, and here is the one I created. So make sure batch is 64, which is tell you train with 64 image at a time, and the image will be subdivided to 8 group of 8 image each. Alright, and so you have only we have one class because we're training one stop sign. You say class is called 1, and you need to change the filter value. Filter value is consists of the class plus 1 times 5. That's 30 filter. And then you need to tell class equal 1 because you have only one string for stop sign, and then you need to tell where is the train text and test set, and what we name of the stop sign when if it's founded, how you label them, and where you put the WAV file. And here it is, the object name. You want to call it stop sign. Whenever I found it on the image, it will label it stop sign. Okay, so with that, let me show you what it looks like here. So the test set consists of about 10 files. Because we say 10% and 90% of it is just the training file. Okay, so when we get that, you need to train them, and first thing you need to do, download this pre-trained WAV file that was trained on image. Actually trained with the Pascal PVOC. Is have a pre-trained way, and we want to start from there. It's faster to train with the pre-trained way. Now notice if you download from the GitHub, you need to perform the training yourself because GitHub is not allowed to check in the WAV file. That's too big. It's greater than one I make, and I cannot check it in, so you have to generate your own file. Now when you see the training have reached accuracy less than 0.06, you can stop. No need to go further. Now on the P2 X large, it will take only 30 minutes to get to this point, but on the CPU it will be several hours, about 10 times as long. The way will be here. We need to move back here. Alright. So the last file with the most accurate weight is in this file. So this one you'll be using, not these two. You can drop the other two if you like to save this space. So here's how you use the weight file generated from previous training. And let's do the actual test. Let me copy this, and we'll kill the previous file. Where's that? Anyway, let me log back in to the box. One, two, four. There we go. So there we go. So we go here, .net, and we paste the command, and you can see if discover there's a stop sign, it will label with stop sign the value that came from the object name file. Yeah, so it's stop sign. Okay, so that's a positive prediction. As you can see, there's no stop sign in the dog file, so there's no labeling. So we know our training is correct. And that would be it. Please watch my 2-minute video if you haven't. And thanks for watching.